think today's a good day to talk about burnout inside of kingdom builders in general. We're going to specifically talk about Call of Dragons today, as well as actually Rise of Kingdoms, because if many of you remember, back in the day, I was a creator for Rise of Kingdoms. I created content for them for 2.5 years, and over that time, I really enjoyed playing the game. But there were times when I did begin to get a little bit burnt out because of the time intensity, not only the time intensity of playing and grinding the game, but the time intensity of having to participate in all of the events at the time that the events were happening. This was tough for me back in the day, and to be frank, it's tough for me today, in days like now as well, because I only don't just play this game for fun. I have a full-time job. I play for fun. I play because I have a YouTube channel for it. I have 2 other YouTube channels as well. This is actually my smallest YouTube channel of all the ones that I do have. And with that being said, YouTube is the job. And I enjoy playing the games, but at times you get burnt out. So what was happening here inside of Call of Dragons was I was participating in Season 1 in all the wars, in all the events, and a lot of times these happen and they come at inopportune times, right? They come when really you have something to do for work, or I have some coaching to do for my kids, or I have an activity to do, or it's dinner time, or I'm sleeping, and all these things happen, and they come at times when really you're like, man, this is like the worst time for this to happen. I'm in a work meeting and war's happening. I got to jump in. That's never cool. It doesn't ever feel good. These games are difficult if that's the type of life you live. It's hard to participate in the games and to be able to live a life surrounding the games. Now, this is not a complaint. It's just kind of an explanation. And I don't know, a lot of people, as I've kind of gone more casual over the last few weeks, here in Call of Dragons, people have said, Echo, you're doing it again. You did this in Rise of Kingdoms and you're going to be leaving. And my intention is not to leave. My intention is to not get burned out with what I'm doing inside of Call of Dragons, because it's a great game. I do believe Call of Dragons is the best kingdom builder. The thing is, it is a kingdom builder that requires a lot of time, which many of you guys know because you all play yourself, that it can be daunting at times. So what am I doing? Well, I'm taking a step back. I'm taking it more casual, and I actually am very happy that I just joined up with the Blood Alliance, and this is literally just a farming clan. No activities, no events, just for farming. I was becoming overwhelmed when I just didn't have resources for troops because so much war was happening. I couldn't even go out and get resources. I was frustrated because I didn't have the time to invest in all of the activities I was supposed to do inside of the game, and I wasn't able to progress my account. And that's why my account has been a little bit stagnant, because I didn't have the resources to do what I need to do. With that being said, I stopped buying the dailies. I was spending the $3 per day on the dailies. I was buying the battle pass and all the different things inside of the game that will help you creep your way towards more strength. And my progression greatly slowed down with that as well, which, you know what it did? It kind of took some of the fun out of the game. When you're not progressing as much, it gets a little bit less fun. It's just a fact of the matter. That's just how it goes. Also, then I was hit, right? I was going to do a video on teleporting, which I still need to do for Call of Dragons. And I was hit and I lost literally all my troops. That, in the feeling of needing to take a step back and not be a daily grinder the way that I was in Season 1, needing to take that step back, in being hit, man, it just took the wind out of my sails. And these games, these kingdom builders can be like that. And I know that a lot of people feel that way. Now, for me, I was lucky enough that for a while, I was in, the Blood Alliance, in the main group of the Blood Alliance members. And a lot of times those people could carry me a little bit. If I slacked off a little bit, those guys had my backs, and they would cover me, and I would kind of get away with a little bit more. But there's a lot of people who play these games, Call of Dragons will say specifically, because that's what we're playing here today, that aren't fortunate enough to be a part of an alliance that's as strong as the Blood Alliance. There's a lot of people that are in kind of, rinky-dink cheap alliances that have 10 active members, and they get bullied around. They can't even participate in activities inside of the game. They can't even go out and farm inside of the game because they're going to get their troops hit. They're always going to be healing, and it really does feel bad. But we need to remember, these games, Call of Dragons, Kingdom Builders, Rise of Kingdoms, State of Survival, any ones that you look at, they are not just farmer style games. They're not intended to just build up your base and be happy with it, right? It's about building up your base, building up your power, and taking it to war. Now, my intention here is to not stay in this farming alliance forever. My intention is to get my footing, get back, get the time that I need. The summer is tough, by the way, because I have take the kids to camp during the day. They're only there for a few hours. Pick up the kids, watch the kids until my wife gets home from work, all while working, hitting the gym, creating YouTube content, and grinding these games. So really, it's too much going on at once is the true culprit here. But once the summer's over, which is only another, 5 weeks, then the schedule actually opens up and gets easier for me. Because I take the kids to school, my wife gets them off the bus and is then in charge. I could work, I could play, I could stream. I really miss streaming. Some of my best live streams were Call of Dragons live streams during the wars and the events. They were a ton of fun. Not only because of viewership, and viewership was good, which is great, but the community and the blood family was there, and it was just a really fun time. I legitimately enjoyed doing behemoth streams or war streams or screaming because I was getting my troops hit from the back and I really didn't even realize it, and I lost all my troops and I was waiting forever to get that army and that march going. That was fun stuff. And I look forward to getting all of that back because, well, that's what the game is about. The game is not just about me being in a farm alliance and sending out my troops to do their gathering. That's not what I'm here for. But right now, that is what I'm doing, again, because I want to catch up my account. So I was thinking about this today. I was logging in and I was doing a little bit of my gathering and stuff. I'm like, this is, I miss doing this. It's fun. Even like the tedious little things like we're doing right now. It's fun to do. Progress is fun. Feeling like you're accomplishing something inside of a game. It's fun. So it made me think, like, I want to do it more. I want to get myself going, get some of my upgrades going, get my troops all healed up again, and then try and get myself into a cadence where I'm really actually being active enough to be worthy of being inside of a clan that's not just a farming clan. Now, if we take a look right now and we take a look at our troops, notice we have total units, 540,000, and then severely wounded units, 238,000. I was able to get all of my Vestals back, which is great. 192,000 Vestals. That's good enough for now for me to get involved in the war. But we have a little bit more to go. It's honestly 6, 12, 18, 24, 4 more days of healing. And if I do a little bit more grinding, probably I could even get it done in 2 days. All my troops will be back. And that's a great thing about Call of Dragons. When you get all your troops back, or when you get hit, you don't lose the power forever. I'm going to have the power back approximately to where I was before that, and that's going to be really nice that I didn't take too much damage from having my city hit, which should have never happened if I wasn't waiting to make that teleporting video. It was silly of me. I was just assuming that I'd be safe, and that was a bad assumption. Also, frustrated that I can't get any research going, by the way, because it's so expensive and because I have so little of the resources that I need. Plus, we have to upgrade our, we have to upgrade this bad boy. It's only at level 22, and we need to get a bunch more resources to do just that. So I really wanted to say, you guys are not alone, right? We're all at some point having to take a step back from the game, whether it be if you have something going on with family, if unfortunately something bad happened and you have to deal with it, whether that be work, family, or just life, or sometimes you're just like, you know what? I need a little bit of a break, because if I don't, I'm gonna break and I'm gonna be bouncing out of here. How many times have you known a player who's just gone rogue inside of the game and bounced and you literally never heard from them again? They literally closed the game, deleted the game, and it was gone because it burnt them out. I don't want that to happen to me. I like the community of Call of Dragons. I like the game Call of Dragons. I like the developers for Call of Dragons. And I love everything that we've been creating here on the channel for Call of Dragons. So my casual approach has been working. I'm feeling rejuvenated. I'm feeling better about the game, feeling better about myself. And I'm looking forward to getting back into it. And I just want to let all of you know.